Right guys, and this is the latest build of Heraldic Beasts that I have been testing. There's a few things I really want to talk about concerning the decks, but as always, I'll go over the deck list first and then explain everything after that. So we've got 2 Dragoria, 1 BLS, 3 Thrasher, 3 Heraldic Beast Leo, 3 Aberconway, 3 whatever the hell that's called, 3 Unicorn, 3 Kagekage, 2 Basilisk, 2 Vector, and 3 Max Thief. Spells 1 Dark Hole, triple Advanced Herald Art, double Heraldry Reborn, triple Mind Over Matter, 1 Rank Up Magic, and 3 Heraldry Augmentation. For the extra, we've got 1 Genome Heritage, 1 King of the Fairy Limps, 2 Number 18, 1 Pearl, 1 Black Ship, 2 Shark Knight, 1 Chidori, 3 Nukes, 1 Number C, what is that, 69, 4000 attacks, quite good, and another Number C, 101, this is the upgraded Shark Knight, again pretty good, and a Cowboy Sack for game. The side is just other cards you could try, which we'll get to in a moment. But anyway, the first things, a lot of people kept recommending this. I tried it, it was okay, really drew it in a lot of videos, but you don't need to run it. That's kind of the final thing on it for me. You don't need to run it, but the same kind of thing, you could run 3. You know, it's a card like, you can run 0, you can run 3 and it'll be fine. It's not a bad card, it's not amazing, it can be top deck late game, but it's a 1 card 4000 beater. You simply bring back this for free, then give away the rank up magic, and you can bring out this. 4000 attack, obviously really good off 1 card, but you know, I can have 1 card 4000 beaters in Malefics. Is that really what I want? I'd rather just have the Great Exceed access and not risk having this. You know, I don't think it's that amazing, but it's not terrible. So I've kind of went with 1, it's okay, but the other problem with it as well, of course, is it takes up extra deck space, and I'm not budging on 3 of these. They're so fucking good. And then there's Triple Mind Over Matter. This was recommended to me. It's good in a heavier monster count deck with extra summoning options. Obviously I got 3 Thrasher and 3 Kagekage. I can almost certainly turn 1 Exceed every single game. Sometimes multiples, right? But if you're running a deck with less Thrasher and less Kagekage me, and you find sometimes you can't get that turn 1 Exceed, first of all you're doing it wrong because you really need to, that's what this deck's all about. And secondly, it might make this kind of inconsistent, because really the only card you're going to use this on is the number 18, which luckily for us is generic. It only needs 2 level 4 monsters, which is kind of hinting at the fact that you may as well just use things like these to set yourself up. So let's just say, for for argument's sake, worst case scenario, you neg 1 Exceed summon, bring out this in defense mode, and set Mind Over Matter, right? Then your opponent activates something really powerful, really godly, and you want to stop it. For those who don't know, Mind Over Matter is basically Solemn Judgment. So you tribute your Psyche type monster, okay? So you technically neg 1 Exceed for this, and then you just sacrificed it, and this card. So you have to give up 2 cards, and this was technically 2 and 1. So you now give up 3 cards to stop your opponent's 1. It's overall neg 2, right? Which seems quite bad at first kind of look. But you got to think of this effect, which dumps 2 Heraldic Beasts. You're going to put in Leo, immediately giving you a +1, so now you're neg 1. And putting in a Unicorn, which in your turn will get banished to bring this back, which means you're actually +0 overall. And of course, you got to stop something critical. And the fact that it can stop a lot of things is obviously really helpful. So I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I can Exceed something for this turn 1 non-stop. That's the main reason why I took up the Valve Chain, because I'm trying Mind Over Matter, which kind of forces this effect off. Beforehand I didn't run these at all, which just upstart goblins, and I didn't really feel I was missing it. I tried it and it was okay. It's something, again, I don't think you need to run, but it's not bad. It's one of those cards, much like this card, they're not bad, but you don't need them, you know? If you want to run them, that's fine. I won't say anything bad about it. They do work, I admit that, but at the same, you just don't need them. That's really the final thing I can say about it. What I normally do is make number 18. If my opponent doesn't kill it, then I bring it Noble Swarm and nuke it, and just kill it for them. If they don't kill it, I'll kill it. And it sets up all your plays. It sets up your spells, sets up your other spells, sets up your Aberconway, or it can, it puts Unicorn to bring it back, it just gets everything rolling. This card is more important to this deck than the field spell. However, that said, the field spell is genuinely pretty good, and again is something that I think you don't need. It's a kind of interesting card. The reason I don't mind running 3 of it, when I think it's kind of average, is the fact that nearly every other deck plays field spell, and they do want it, and this is just a 1 card way to get rid of it. It's just like a nice little bonus. The main reason you run it is to obviously get your spell card to your hand. The main reason why I don't like it is I don't want to waste my powerful spells just going for this bit of crap. To be fair, it's okay, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. It just feels like a waste. This is good setup card, but ideally you don't want to waste the spell card you take. You'll take the spell card and then just try and use whatever resource you've got either in your hand or your setting hand, formerly known as the graveyard, to bring out this and sit on it for a turn again. And then on your next turn, play your spell cards and just go for the 1 turn kill, which this deck does extremely easy. Also, I probably should say this deck does abuse the setting hand a lot. Leo loves to be in the setting hand, Abercrombie loves being in the setting hand, Unicorn loves being in the setting hand, you'll have to have Lights and Darks in your setting hand for BLS, and you'll have to send your number 18 to your setting hand so you can add 2 more resources to your setting hand. It's pretty good. So yeah, I think that's all I can really say. And of course you need your setting hand to be live for your double monster borns or single exceed cards. I don't even know what you want to call them. But either way, this is kind of the build that I focused on. I like the hand traps because, let me tell you, this will get dropped a lot. A lot. In fact, it might even be dropped on you. And it will nuke everything. And if you're sitting there with a Mirror Force face down, or a D prison, you're not going to be too happy. That's just the way to look at it. Hell, even if you're sitting there for bottomless, even if you flip it up, they're still going to chain Noble Swarm and nuke you anyway. This card, pretty stupid. That's why I enjoy 3. It won me a game against Noble Knights. It's a powerhouse. It's extremely unfair. I purposely neg 1. Sometimes I purposely neg 2, just to go into this card, just to nuke everything, because everything just goes into my setting hand anyway, so it's not a big loss. It's a card that, if you can abuse the setting hand pretty well, it's basically just, it makes winning even easier than it already is. It's a fantastic card. So yeah, that's all I can say. Feel free to just take out the hand traps, put in the traps. Feel free to go low monster count if you want, but I like it this way. This way works for me. If something else works for you, that's fine. But this worked for me and had the most success, and was the most consistent. So that's all I can really say, guys. If you've got any other questions, feel free to leave them below and I will answer them. And yeah, that's everything. If you're not playing this, put in the Val chain, because sometimes, like I said, your opponent won't kill this, and it might be easier just to go the Val chain, then go number 18, then Noble Swarm. But again, that's up to you. So guys, hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, actually, wait. One more thing. Exceed Reborn got brought up. I kind of like the idea behind it. You do exceed a lot. You could try it. It would be decent. It's chainable as well, which is good. These days, if it's not chainable or on summon, like Mirror Forces, especially looking at the future meta, it's going to be too late. If they're smart, it's too late. So, yeah guys, hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. And as always, see you all next time.